What is going on, guys? Anger collections in the house for another video. All right, so what are we rambling today? Turkey Day. So if you guys missed out, go check out my video yesterday. We talked about kind of like my strategy for this upcoming Black Friday deals. There's a lot of information there. And on that video, there was a question from JSA Design, and basically he was asking, I'm seeing like Final Fantasy collector box, man, for like $1,000. Is it a good buy now, or should I gamble and wait for Black Friday, dumpster? And I replied, I was like, it's like, your question is like a whole video. So I kind of decided, you know what, let's make a video. Turkey Day, a whole video for this question. Because it's kind of like connected, right? Because we're seeing a lot of deals everywhere, right? Because yesterday it wasn't. I mean, it was the about the deal, but I want you guys to check it out. But day is more about, I want to say, like the value of these products, right? So for this example is the Final Fantasy collector box. So everyone's gonna have like this different situation with whether you're a player, collector, investor. So personally, like for me, right? What I replied was, uh, for me, like I won't even like look at, I won't even look at those products, man. Those for me as a seller, those have sailed, long gone, in my opinion. For me, right? I wouldn't even like look at those. Um, uh I looked at like different other stuff, whether, but for, I guess, for others, if you're like a player that wanting to open them, if you're gonna open it, right? If you're gonna open it, it doesn't matter, like if you really want to open it. So what are you waiting? Like, you are you waiting for it to go down to like 800? I highly doubt. Like $500. I highly doubt. So for $1,000, if you want to open the Final Fantasy, I mean, I would say like go for it, man. Like what? It goes down to like 900, right? Because you see all these products for sale, everyone's gonna be dumping it, but not everyone will have that $1,000 Final Fantasy collector box. You know, not everyone will be just dump it. So I would say if you're a player, you want to open it, I would say just go for it, man. Um, but if you're like I want to say like evil investor, I would say it's kind of like the same thing. So if you're gonna hold it long term, and mind you, like we talked about yesterday about the time for these sets, Final Fantasy Final Fantasy will rotate out 20 2028, man. So you buy all of these singles, play boosters, collector box. All of these cards will not rotate till 2028. So, but I want you guys to check out that video yesterday, right? But so no matter what, no matter what, if you buy at $1,000 right now, and if you want to like invest in it, closet invest with these sealed product, for $1,000, you think in like what, the next two years, you hold it for 3 years, you think that box will stay at $1,000? So you just gotta like figure out, like I don't have the crystal ball to tell you, but you just have to ask that question. If I buy this for $1,000 in 3 years of holding it, do I think uh, it will stay at $1,000? So you know what I'm saying? And then if you wait, you might lose the deal. Like maybe there's like a couple boxes for sale, right? If you wait and maybe you get lucky, you get lucky. Oh my God, There's one seller that sold for $800, right? Okay, you missed out $200, right? Your entry point was like 200 more, but you're gonna hold the product. So I guess you're gambling for that $200 off. But if you're gonna hold it, and if you think that these boxes will go up, you gotta take that risk of like, okay, I'm pretty sure one store will drop it for like 800. But if you're gonna hold it for $1,000 and you think these boxes will go to like 1,500, $2,000 in the next 3 years, I don't think it's worth the risk, man. So for, I guess, for an investor, for an investor, if you think it makes sense, if you have the capital to deploy in these boxes, I would say just go for it now, man. Because yeah, a lot of people are dumping products, but not a whole lot of people have these type of products. I'm seeing some sale as well on Bloomberg collector boxes, and just to give you an example, right? This is a whole new different thing because, like I said, yesterday's video is more about the time on these sets that's going on sale, and today's video I'm talking about more like the price point, the value of these products, and how kind of like to break it down, right? So I'm gonna give this one away, and I'm really looking at this one. So foundations, the starter collection starter deck, I think. So Forge and Fire. Pretty sure some of you guys know that store. I saw a sale, $50 for the starter collection. Now I was like, starter collection? What are you what are you looking at? So $50 for the starter collection. Now this the contents of this is basically the same exact shit. It's pretty much it looks like a commander deck, really. So I think 300 plus cards, with basic lands. Uh so it's all the same. $50, and it includes 3 packs, right? $50. And if you look at the value of the entire thing without the packs, I think it comes out like, let's say, 120, 130. So even if you chop 50% of that, right? Whether you're a player, you'll get your money back. Regardless, I mean, that's not even including the packs alone, the 3 packs. So if you're a seller like me, it's the same thing. You break it down, all the cards for singles, right? It's a win-win. 300 cards, that's like an instant boost on your inventory, right? And I'm not even including the 3 packs. And this is the value. So thinking about the value, $50, that's a win-win already. And thinking about the time for this set, bro, foundations, even if they keep reprinting it, it's okay. This set is not going to rotate out until 2029. It's crazy. So I'm going to give that away because I'm really looking at that, because some stores, I think even at 59 or $60, even at $60, I think for me, you're a player, I think it's worth it. You get 3 free. It's, if you think about it, I'm actually looking at that product kind of like one of those Costco bundles. There's like the commander deck, and there's like 3 packs and promos. So it's almost the same exact thing, but it's like there, it's like right there. But it's specifically like found a lot of foundation cards, right? But like I said, there's a lot of great cards in foundations. I mean, a lot of people are missing out on, I don't know, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give that away, because I'm really looking at buying maybe like 4 or maybe 8, and then really just break it down for singles. Pretty easy, like a lot of the cards. I mean, the value alone, I mean, obviously I'm not gonna listed as like the TCG low, TCG lowest. So it's great for kind of like breaking down commander decks. So that's just one example, and you're looking at, I don't know, like Tarkir Dragon Storm for like 140, or Bloomborough decks for $100. I'm like, so 5 decks for 140. So if I break it down and play it, obviously that's a good value already. If I buy it for singles, it's also like it's also like a good deal. And if I hold it, keep it sealed, like you're an investor, right? You think in like the next 2 3 years, because Dragon Storm, it's it's gonna be like what, 2028? Do you think that 5 decks will stay for like 140? Bloomborough decks, I know it got printed to oblivion, right? Do you think in the next 2 3 years those decks will stay at $100 for all 4 of them? So I'm really breaking it down to, like, if you're a player, you're a collector, and you're like a investor in these, right? So you really gotta break it down. But that's just me, though. You gotta do your own homework. All of us are looking at this in like multiple angles. And like I said, I'm a seller, so some of these, I look at them as like different than a lot of you guys as well, right? So for that example, I'm not, I'm not even looking at the $1,000, like Final Fantasy, or like, because those ship has sailed, you know. Though, I mean, it's gone, it's gone. But for the long term, if you have the capital, whether you're a player and you're a collector, uh, in my opinion, I wouldn't risk uh, waiting for that 200 extra dollars to be off, because like, you pay 1,000 now, you open it, you have fun, like you pay 1,000 now and then hold it for 2 3 years. I don't think it's gonna stay for $1,000, and that's just my opinion, not financial advice. So yeah, so I guess that's my response for that question. It's like freaking 12-minute video. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Let me know what you guys think. So that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that bell notification. And oh my god, I messed up because I was like thinking, I'm like, oh my god, we gotta cook a lot today. But anger out, boys. Don't eat a lot. Peace.